Hey guys, welcome to the Hills here on Instagram and YouTube. We're thankful that you're tuning in for this week, and we're glad to be back with our next installment of the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 6.
Beware of practicing your righteousness before other people in order to be seen by them, for then you will have no reward from your Father who is in heaven. Thus, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may be praised by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. It seems like Jesus is more so not talking about if you give, it's more so when you give. And when you give, why are you giving? What's your motive?
So not if you give, but when you give. Sound no trumpet before you, so you don't get praised by others like the hypocrites do, for they love to be like out in the streets, getting praise and glory for what, and recognition for what they're getting. Their whole game was to elevate their status, to do things, to give, to be noticed. They wanted to elevate their status. So general rule of thumb here, don't expect it. Believe that Jesus is the reward that's already here for us.
Right. And if Jesus is the only reward that we get, I mean, what else do you need?
What else? Yeah, that's so true. So Jesus is changing the perspective of his people. They've always been taught, hey, give and you will receive. Give and you'll get recognition. Give and you'll elevate your status. Like these religious leaders, they would give lots of money or lots of time or lots of whatever. You know, often they would give like produce or barley or whatever. They would give and give a lot, but they expected to get the recognition that comes with it.
And it's easier for us in today's time to get those rewards because of outlets like social media, all that kind of stuff. You can, you're constantly being rewarded by that like, comment, views, etc.
Dude,
so it's way easier and way more enticing than it was back then for now. You can get famous off that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's today's culture.
Yeah.
So
right. That's exactly right.
So if we might not necessarily be rewarded here, then when should we expect said reward?
Waiting and anticipating a reward from God for all of the cool and great things you've done here on earth. Rule of thumb is wait till he gives it to you, like face to face. When you leave this earth, when your time and your life is over here, boom, you're in the presence of Jesus, and he's gonna give you that reward. Like it's that reward, we're gonna take that reward and just turn around and give it right back to Jesus, because he is good, he is worthy, and knowing him is reward enough. Knowing him and being known by him is the true reward, like we said earlier. So rule of thumb, if you're waiting for that reward and you want to see that reward, likely you're not going to see that this side of eternity. It's always a good practice to question the motives of your heart. I question the motives of my heart every day. Like, I know how I am, I know how selfish I can be, I know how self-centered and self-promoting I can be. Like, it is always wise to question the motives of your heart in doing everything you do. Number two, if we're honest with ourselves, we will likely see evidence of self-promotion in areas of our life. And so just be honest with yourself. Self-evaluate, be honest with yourself, you know, look for areas where you are giving glory to yourself, and then refuse it. Turn it around, give it to Jesus. Understand that knowing Jesus and being known by him is a far greater reward than any recognition mankind can give you here on earth. All right, guys, that's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. We love you. Also, next week, we are planning on beginning a weekly meeting here face to face. Can you believe it? Like, that's awesome. So next week, that would be July 1st on Wednesday from 5:30 to 6:30. We want you to show up. We want you to hang out. Maybe we do a quick devotional and then just spend some time together in fellowship. So y'all make sure you come to that. All right. Thanks again for tuning in. We love you guys, and we'll see you soon.